I was walking with my boyfriend. Then suddenly someone grabs me and pulls me away from him. What my boyfriend does next leaves me in awe. The night air was cool, tinged with the faint scent of rain. Streetlights flickered above as Ethan and I strolled down the empty boulevard, his hand warm and sure in mine. It was one of those rare evenings when the world felt quiet, as if it had paused just for us. His thumb brushed over my knuckles, grounding me, and I couldn't help but smile at the ease of it all. Then it happened. A rough hand seized my arm from behind, yanking me away so violently that Ethan's grip slipped. My breath caught as I was dragged into the shadow of an alleyway, my back slamming against cold brick. Panic surged. A stranger, tall, broad, with eyes glittering like broken glass, pressed close. "Pretty thing like you shouldn't be out here," the man hissed, his grip bruising. For a heartbeat I froze, my voice caught in my throat, but then I saw Ethan. He stood at the mouth of the alley, chest heaving, his eyes fixed on me with a fire I'd never seen before. He didn't hesitate, didn't even seem to think. One moment he was still, and the next he was on the stranger, fists flying with a fury that startled me as much as it did my attacker. The man staggered back under Ethan's assault, cursing, but Ethan didn't relent. He shoved the stranger hard, knocking him against the wall, and with a voice low and dangerous, he growled, "Don't touch him, don't you ever touch him." The words weren't loud, but they carried weight, sharp, final, like a sentence being passed. The man sneered, rubbing his jaw, but something in Ethan's eyes made him think twice. With a muttered curse, the stranger backed away and vanished into the dark. My body was still trembling when Ethan turned to me. His hands cupped my face, warm and steady, as if he could anchor me back into reality. "Are you hurt?" His voice cracked on the word hurt, his usual calm shattered by worry. "I am okay," I managed, though my heart was hammering. You didn't even think, you just..." "I wasn't going to let anyone take you from me." His gaze locked on mine, fierce, unyielding, yet soft in a way that made my chest ache. "Not ever." Something inside me melted, the adrenaline, the fear, it all twisted into something else, awe, love, desire. I threw my arms around him, burying my face against his shoulder. His heartbeat thudded fast against my cheek. Just as wild as mine, his arms tightened around me, protective, unshakable, as though he could shield me from every dark corner in the world. We stood like that for a long moment, the city around us forgotten. When I finally leaned back, his eyes caught mine again. Streetlight reflected in the green of his irises, making them glow. "You're shaking," he whispered. "Because you scared me," I admitted. Breathless, "Not the guy you were like fire." His lips curved in a small, almost shy smile. "I'd do anything for you, you know that, right?" "I thought I did," I murmured. "But seeing you tonight, Ethan, you left me speechless." He brushed a strand of hair from my forehead, fingers lingering, then without breaking eye contact, he leaned in and kissed me. It wasn't a soft kiss, it was urgent, burning, fueled by the fear of almost losing each other and the relief that we hadn't. His lips pressed against mine with a passion that stole my breath, and I kissed him back with everything I had. The world around us faded, the flicker of neon, the hum of the city, even the shadows of the alley. There was only Ethan, his hands framing my face, his lips claiming mine as if I belonged to him, and no one else could ever change that. When we finally broke apart, I was breathless. "You're incredible," I whispered. He chuckled softly, brushing his thumb along my cheek. "I'm just a guy who couldn't stand the thought of losing you." But he wasn't just a guy. He was mine, the man who could turn terror into safety, who could fight like hell and then hold me like I was fragile glass. We walked home hand in hand, his grip firmer than before, as if he never wanted to let go. Every step I replayed the moment in my mind, how he'd looked at me, how he'd fought for me, how he'd kissed me like the world might end if he didn't. That night when we finally collapsed on the couch, still buzzing with adrenaline, Ethan pulled me close against his chest. "Promise me something," he said quietly. "What?" "Promise me you'll never doubt how much I love you." I looked up at him, heart full to bursting. After tonight, I couldn't, even if I tried. And with that, I leaned in and kissed him again. Slow this time, savoring the taste of safety and fire, of love and awe.